Hello, 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 everybody. How are you doing today? Today we have Czech Republic versus South Africa. I'm gonna enjoy this one today. Gonna be very honest with you. I'm gonna enjoy this one today. South Africa versus Czech Republic. Honestly, what do I expect is gonna happen today? Well, I think this game today is evenly matched. Like both teams, they this game is going to be very critical for both teams because obviously I think that group they sort of have 1 point apiece. So this game is going to be very crucial for both of them. We're going to see what happens. So how is everybody doing today? Are you supporting South Africa today or are you supporting the Czech Republic? Here we go. Let's see what happens. This is the first game of the day. Czech Republic versus South Africa. I think nowadays they sort of write the name. When I'm talking about Czech Republic, they don't write it full the way they used to write it in the past. Now they're just say Czechia, if that's the right pronunciation, Czechia. And I remember many years ago, normally there's a full pronunciation of that Czech Republic, but they have the reason why they 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 made it short just now. Czechia instead of Czech Republic. And this is the South African. The South African, this is the alignment today. It's going to be very interesting to see how they play because the first game they sort of played very defensive. That's the best way I can describe it. They played 5-3-2, but today it seems as if they want to attack and they want to play 4-3-3 today, and we'll see how that works for them. Remember, well, maybe the reason why they played 5-3-2 in the first game was probably because of the way that the occasion. That was the first game of the tournament. It was the first game of the whole World Cup. So all eyes was on Mexico and all eyes was on South Africa. So they sort of wanted to make sure that the pressure did not get to them. And that's why they probably just played in very safe formation for 5-3-2. But today it looks as if they really want to go out and attack. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works for them, and because this game is very crucial for everybody in that group. There has to be a winner today. If any one of them really wants to qualify, they have to pick up the 3 points today. If it's South African, they have to pick up the 3 points. If it is the Czech Republic, they have to pick up the 3 points. So this game is very important for every one of them, for both teams today. And obviously, you can see Tobias Suchek, the man who plays for Western in England, is part of the Czech Republic players. And obviously, we know him that when it comes to defending, he's a very good player. He understands the game. He knows exactly what to do. And also the keeper, the goalkeeper of Czech Republic, his name is Kover. Kover was, that's the guy I'm talking about right here. He's the one with the goalkeeper of the Czech Republic. He was a former Manchester United player. Was so yeah. Here we go today. We have the referees today. We have female referees today, which is I would call extraordinary. We have them from the United States, all of them from the United States. That's good. All smiles in the referee. That's good. And we have the referee in the VAR room. We have Tatiana Guzman from Argentina. And you have Joel Dickinson from the United States. You have Mohammed from, I can't see the badge. Going to be an interesting game today. And now it's time to show the formation of the Czech Republic. You have Micah Sadilek, Ladislav Krejci, Robin Hajnak, Thomas Holz, Vladimir Kufa, Lukas Serb, Vladimir Darida, Adam Kuzek, Patrick Schick, and Alexander Socha. And the lineup in 5-2-3, 5 at the back, 2 center defenders and 3 forwards. Then you have the South African, Rowan Williams, Hodri Modiba, Bekezeli Mukazi, Ime Okon, Kuliso Mudau, Taboho Mukwena, Jaden Adams, Hoswin Apolis, Talita Bata, and Tapelo Maseko, and Ikram Rainer. Sorry if I pronounce your name in a bad way. And they go with 4-3-1. And then you have, it's going to be an extraordinary day today. Even though the formation that, remember something. I was telling you something before. It doesn't really matter the formation that is start with. But what I saw before the game was 4-3-3, and that's why I have it on the screen as 4-3-3. And this is the coach, Miroslav Kubek. He's obviously in good spirits. And then you have the coach of South Africa, Hugo Bruce. We've been hearing some news about this man. Then after this World Cup, he's probably going to retire. He's been at the job for a while now. It's time to go home. But the best way to go home is to perform in a good way in this World Cup. We'll see if that happens. They are ready to kick off. The game is about to start. Czech Republic versus South Africa. And then you have the ball. Straight away, you can see that the Czech Republic are sticking to the formation they started with. Straight away, you can see 3 center backs trying to play the ball out of the back. It's going to be very interesting to see how they progress the ball, but you can see they're playing with basically 2 forwards in front. And even from the formation that they started with, that I have on the screen, you can see they started with 3-5-2, which is the same as 5-3-2. If you really, and now, oh no, look at that. What's going on with the South African defense? Patrick Schick was absolutely in his homeland in the box of the South African. There was nobody trying to, oh my word, that's a lot of space. If you're a South African fan, that's not a good sign. How can you allow someone to have that kind of space in your box? You see, the goalkeeper is not happy as well. There's one thing I can tell the South Africans today not to do. Don't try to play the ball out of the back. That was the problem you had in the first game. And then the Czech Republic, I'm more than 8. Can they make this work? It's a good tackle from the South African player, Mudru. He knows exactly that you cannot allow the opponent to get into your box. Once you allow that, you're calling for trouble. And it's just a corner kick. South African can counter. And now South African has the opportunity to go on the counter attack. Can they do it? And you can see as well, they're playing with two center backs to try and progress the ball high up the field. South Africa. And obviously you can see that they are ready for this game. They know exactly that this game is very crucial. If you look at the group, almost everybody. I think Mexico has 3 points or so. I think so, yeah. So Mexico has 3 points. And then you have Mexico has 3 points, South Korea has 3 points. Czech Republic and South Africa, they both have 1 point based on this game. If this game ends up as a tie, then they're gonna have 1 point. So this game is important for all. That's not good. That's a little malicious from the South African player. I think he should be grateful that the referee did not caution him with a yellow card from that tackle. And obviously, Mexico has 3 points. South Korea has 3 points. And so this game is important for both of them. They have to win. If this game ends in a tie, well, there's still hope for either of them if this game ends in a tie. But if anyone who gets beat in this game is out of the tournament, I'm going to tell you that. And so both of them needs to avoid losing this game. You can't afford to lose this game. And that's the corner kick. Oh, no. Both of them cannot afford to lose this game. You have to win. And obviously, there's been lots of controversy in the African continent when it comes to South Africa. And because of that, they seems to not have the support of lots of people on the continent of Africa. That's a dangerous ball. Patrick Schick, no. Oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. That's Sadilek. Sadilek has opened the scoring, and now it's 1-0. Oh, no. And oh, wow. I'm sorry I didn't fix the score line. I'm going to fix the score line now, so we have everything all set up. There we go. Sorry about that. Should have fixed out. And now it's 1-0. Just look at that goal. Oh, no. You know, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. In the first game, South Africa came with a game plan. And the game plan was to be very compact in the middle of the pack. They were very solid. The plan was to limit Mexico from having access to their keeper's box, to their keeper, to the 35-yard box. And that's why they played 5-3-2. But this game, you can see exactly that they wanted to attack. They were playing 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. And because of that, most of those players are trying to attack. Just look at this. 2 center backs, and then there's a lot of space between the 2 center backs and the 3 midfielders. I think this formation is going to cost South Africa. Look at the distance between the defender and the midfield. How are you going to progress the ball? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Right, but that. How are you going to progress the ball? It'll be very hard for you to progress the ball that way. I'm probably gonna do a video after this to explain what happened in this game, but I can already see that there's a problem. There's a problem there. You can't play with this kind of formation and win. It's impossible. The space between there's just huge gap between the defense and the midfield. And that's not good. The two defenders are just they are isolated. The two center backs, they're too isolated. Yeah, the plan that South Africa came with in this game, I don't think it's the right one. You can see this formation is to attack, but can you make it work? You have to make it work because if you're choosing to attack, then you better make it work. South Africa trying to progress the ball, looking or try. You can see they have almost like five strikers in front playing like a striker. Now they lost the ball, and then that's the problem. Just look at how South Africa is playing. They're whole out attack, whole out attack. Almost five players in the front. If you lose the ball, who's gonna defend? You have your two center backs are too isolated. If they keep playing this way, I think Czech is gonna wipe the floor with them. You can't play like this. It's not sustainable. And now the goalkeeper is trying to see exactly what he can do. South Africa all out attack. They clearly have instructions from their coach to go out and attack. But so far, so good. It's not working for them. An effort from distance. Obviously, we had to know if there was a deflection from that effort. It probably was. And obviously, you can see exactly that this is too attacking. That's a wayward shirt. I don't know if the pressure is getting to them. Obviously, as a South African fan, if you are one, you cannot, you cannot say that the pressure is not getting to you, because lots of countries in the African continent are actually willing for you to get knocked out. And so you want to prove them wrong. And probably because of that, the way you're meant to play a game, you're not doing so. The problem is probably going to be, you see, the Czech Republic have another chance. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Buquena on the floor. And obviously, you can see the South African was to lose the ball. They're trying everything possible to get it back. Lots of pressure from them. Hopefully, they don't get tired because of all this running around. When you run around too much, then you risk getting tired. Now the Czech Republic are trying to get their game going. Well into the box. And obviously, you can see the Czech Republic, they're playing with 5 defenders, sticking to the formation that it started with. Well, the South Africans came with a serious game plan. They've come here to win. And you know what? I kind of like that mentality. I kind of like that mentality because you want to win. You're not coming here to draw. And that could work for them, let's be honest. Oh, that's a chance. Oh, my. That's a chance. They actually have a chance to put the ball in the back of the net. That's exactly what I'm saying. If they keep trying, you never know what might happen. You have Patrick Sheik, who was brought down by a South African player. We know Patrick Sheik plays for the last is I think he plays for Borussia Dortmund. very good striker who everybody really knows he's a good target man. I know the South African have a goal kick, an opportunity to make something happen. The problem, the problem is, in as much as you want to score a goal, you have to be very careful that you don't overdo things. And because of that, you make mistakes and then you eventually concede a goal. There is one thing that I know the Czech Republic national team for. When they play, this is the exact way they play. They play being very solid. Five at the back. Safe formation. That's exactly what I've come here to do. The formation is very effective. It gives you security. When you know you have five defenders, you can always, your mind is at peace. Who knows? Maybe it helps you mentally because, you know, now South Africans, oh, when South Africans get the ball, they really want to transition very quickly. That should probably be a yellow card, but the referee has a different opinion. It's good to see that more women are embracing the game of soccer. Well, we've always known the United States to be a nation that their women actually knows how to play soccer. So this is not strange. This is not something we did not know before. We know the United States women, they like soccer, especially when it comes to women's soccer. I think it's time for hydration break. I kind of figured out that this hydration break is every 20 minutes. At least they go for hydration break. And I was listening to one person today on YouTube, and he was actually talking about the effects of these hydration breaks on the players. Now, when he was talking about, he said that the hydration break seems to change the momentum of the match. Now, he gave an example. He said, if team, let's say, for example, South Africa, well, we can see from this game that South Africa, a little bit, you know, they have more momentum than Czech Republic because, of course, South Africans are trying everything. They're trying to attack. So I can say they have more momentum than the Czech Republic players. And so what a YouTuber said was the goal for hydration break the team that has the momentum. When they come back, they sort of lose the momentum. And that was extraordinary. That was eye-opening to me. Because obviously, if your team is on top, you will make sure that you keep the momentum. You will make sure that the players are still in the zone. You know, they stay in that momentum. Well, seems like the hydration break is, you know, is not good for that. It changes the momentum of the game. And you wonder that now we have the hydration break. And you wonder if, you know, I understand this hydration break is very important. You have to have it, especially we're in the summertime and especially in North America here. It's very warm. Even today's weather is good, but sort of this is the time of the year that you have your air conditioner running all day. It's very warm outside. And so from the health perspective, it makes sense for the players to have hydration break every 20 minutes. And most importantly, because of the incidents that we've had in the past, where players collapsed on the field. We never want to have that again. And so it makes sense to have hydration break every 20 minutes just to refresh the players and make sure that their health is looked after. But when it comes to footballing perspective, it's probably having more negative effect on the game's momentum than positive effect. But obviously, we have to, even though we love soccer, but we have to look after the health of the players. That's the most important thing. Soccer can wait. The health is most important. Health is wealth. And of course, we can see that the South Africans probably, like I was talking to you, they probably have a little bit more momentum than the Czech Republic at this time, because they're trained they're trained the kitchen and the sink. They train everything out Czech Republic, because they know this game you have to win it. If South Africa loses this game, it's all over. I'm sorry, it's all over. Probably have to go back to South Africa for that. They have to win. Then you have lots of conversations between. This is the time for the coach to talk to the players, to talk to them exactly what have been doing good and what have been doing bad. This is the time, that's another advantage of the hydration break. It sort of gives the coaches an opportunity to talk to the players, to inform them of what is expected of them. Sort of like it gives the coach an opportunity to tell the players exactly what they've been doing right and what they've been doing wrong. So that's another positive effect of the hydration break. And obviously, South Africa, we'll see if there's any positive change that will be implemented on the field in a moment, the minute. A very long throw from the Czech Republic, and South Africa intercepted the ball. Straight away, you can see straight away South Africa box. They're building with. You can see exactly what they're trying to do. They build with two center backs, and this sort of creates a box in front of their midfield. And there's a chance for South Africa. Can they make this work? Yeah. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Well, I sort of love, when a player tries to trick another player. That's how we love soccer. The game today has become more robotic. As players don't want to take on other players like Ronaldinho. I remember in those days, Ronaldinho was Ronaldinho was a joy to watch. He was a joy to watch. Not just Ronaldinho, Neymar was a joy to watch. In those days, we loved players who try to trick another players with skills. Oh, you don't see that much today. People just want to kick the ball, kick and follow. That's what people do today. Kick and follow. Then you have Kufa. Kufa probably plays for West Ham as well. I think so. He's a Premier League player. Please like and subscribe. You are watching us, please. It's gonna help us. Oh, that's too high. That's probably. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I tell you what, the referees, she's lenient. She's been soft for the players, which is good. And hope the players don't take advantage of that. Because obviously that guy should get a yellow card for the tackle. And now Czech Republic have another opportunity to increase the tally, increase the goal. And then we're in the 30th minute of the game. Kufa. Sadilak scored in the 6th minute of the game. This has to work for South Africa. Now, South Africa is sort of defense. See, that's a good one. That's a good strength, good display of strength from the South African. That's good. Bokazi. And I think the South African know exactly what is at stake in this game, so they're using all their energy to play this game. But the Czech Republic has just been calm and playing their own game, defending with everything they got in them. And we'll see what happens, who comes out on top. We're quite not having conversations with the referee. And obviously, the spade, it puzzle. It's sort of like this game is full of physical, physical soccer, physical soccer. At least that's what I can see. Both teams are being physical, especially South Africa. I think it's because they know this game is important. They have to win. It's so important. They have to win. And obviously now they have a 1 goal deficit. So it even makes it more important for them to win. And I guess that's the reason why they are doing everything possible just to make sure that they don't lose this game. The South Africans South Africans are trying everything possible to make sure this game works well for them. It's an offside call. South Africa now has the opportunity to progress the ball. Can they do it? Oh no, maybe they can do it. It's a chance. Obviously, the South African are doing everything just to to win this game. Hopefully, it works out for them. They're trying everything, which is good. South Africa, they're trying everything. Just to, and now they want to make this work. It has to work. They have to win. If they don't win, welcome to Africa. Looks like the South African keeper has been called to action again. That's the danger of how they play. When you play this way, there's always chances that your keeper is gonna be all in action throughout the night. It's a yellow card, and obviously that's see the way South Africa is playing. They're playing aggressive football, aggressive soccer. Look at that. When you play this way, you're gonna get lots of yellow cards. That's just the way the game is. When you run around this marsh and you tackle, yeah, you're gonna get a yellow card, bro. Bata has got a yellow card now. And then Sushek and Kuva, they have a chance to make this lead 2-0. I think it's too far from the goal. Yeah, it's too far. Of course, that is Pavel Nedved. Wow, I remember when this guy was playing. Pavel Nedved. Oh my! Oh, that's one of my players in the that was in the around early 90s, late 90s, I would say, in 19, maybe that's the right word, 1998. Yeah, around those times. Pavel Nedved, Czech Republic. He was a very good player. I mean, there was one attribute he has: free kick, set pieces. He knows how to do it well. Pavel Nedved. And obviously, the camera was on him when there was an opportunity for Czech Republic to play the set pieces. That's an offside call. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching us, please. South Africa have a chance now from the corner kick. Kovac. I like that guy. He was even though he didn't have the opportunity to be Manchester United first goalkeeper. But I think lots of people, lots of fans, they like him, and They were not happy when he left. But the good news is he's doing well where he is right now. And that's all that matters. And now South Africa has the opportunity. Oh, oh, that's a good effort. That was an effort from distance. South Africa. The 4 minutes at a time. South Africans have an opportunity to do what we have seen quite a lot, I would say, in this World Cup before the end of the first half. And they have the chance to score a goal. We've seen lots of late goals in this tournament, especially teams scoring a goal just at the time of a break, like first half break or the end of the game after 90 minutes. There's been lots of goals like that. So South Africa has a chance to do that. We have 4 minutes at a time. 1 minute is gone. You have 3 more minutes to make this a good handing for South Africa. Score a goal, then it's a good handing. But obviously, the Czech Republic are not willing to accept, they're not willing that South Africa accomplishes that. Now the ball is back to the keeper, who has not really had lots to do today apart from the goal. You can see how the South African are pushing lots of players high up the pitch. They've obviously come here to attack. And obviously, you have less than 1 minute to the end of the first half. Yeah, this game is very physical. Oh, that's a chance. Can they make it happen? Oh my! That was an opportunity for South Africa to score, and now the Czech Republic have an opportunity to make this work. Wow! I would have been the kind of ending that you know it is wonderful. Colbert, South African had chance to score, but they failed to take it. They failed to take the chances. Hopefully, they don't come to regret that. Hopefully, it's obviously. I'm still gonna say it again. They better win. South Africa better win. They better win. Because obviously, well, I think they've been listening to their coach. The coach has probably instructed them to, do exactly what they're doing. It's going to be very interesting to see if there's any changes they make in the second half. Are they going to attack more? Because there was a time in the game they were playing with five forwards. So are they going to make it six? That's a dangerous game. And obviously, I'm looking at a group right now. If South Africa loses this game, they know they are out of the competition. They're out. They have 0 points. They're knocked out. And so this game becomes even more important now. At the beginning of the game, it was important, but now it's even more important. It's even more important now. And so, I mean, we'll see what South African can do. I still think that there's a chance if they could, all they need to do is to make sure they don't lose this game. Look at that goal. Oh my word. Oh my word. That's a defensive blunder. And you can see the statistics of the first half. You see the Czech Republic, they have, yeah. The only thing that favors, the two things that favor South Africa is the corner kick and the possession. And obviously they have lots of the ball because they try, you can see there's still hope for South Africa. There's still hope. You can see, I think they're trying to show the goal. Here we go. You see. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what happened. Was the South African players, they, what I can see from what just happened now is the ball was played to the left side of the field. And when the ball was played to the left side of the field, all lots of players of South Africa, lots of their players moved to the left side of the field as well. They followed the ball. And then the left, maybe one or two center backs to protect the keeper. And obviously, if the whole team goes to one direction, that's disaster. Oh, they should have a plan on who to go and on who to go and press, and who is to go and press, and who is to stay. Oh, that's not good. It just shows there's no huge plan, honestly. We have a few minutes, and then we'll start a second half again. South Africa needs to step on the gas more. More. They need to step on the gas more. And obviously, I have to refresh now because you never know what's happening. You have to refresh. There's lots of time in which you know, I believe that I'm on once the second half begins, TSN is going to just resume the game and I'm going to keep watching the game, but that's not what happens lots of time. Lots of time I have to refresh it again by myself. So I probably have to refresh it just to make sure that I'm on the right screen. Because there's chances the second half is probably about to start and I don't know. Okay, the second half is not it's not begun yet. You have obviously see what happens, but South Africa has to make they have to make this work. They got to make it work because what's the point of qualifying for the World Cup and getting beat straight away? They got to make it work. They have to make it work. And obviously, I know we're getting closer to the start of the second half again. Czech Republic 1, South Africa 0. Can South Africa make this work? Can they actually show that they deserve to be in the World Cup? We don't know. I guess we'll see. They have a chance to make it work. We're waiting for the start of the second half now. Czech Republic 0, 1. Sorry, South Africa 0. South Africa has the opportunity to do something in this game. They have the chance to prove that they belong on this stage. But now it's the start of the second half. South Africa has the opportunity to right this wrong, to correct things and make sure that they actually make their fans happy. They have the chance. And now we'll go again for the next 45 minutes. Czech Republic versus South Africa. For what I can see, South Africans are they're ready. You're ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to go there. And obviously, it's going to be very interesting to see South Africa changes how they approach this game, and they're going to stick to what we're saying, or are they going to go all out attack again? Oh, oh, and now the Czech Republic have the opportunity to make this work. Oh, oh my word! Oh, that's an opportunity for a goal. Oh, absolutely brilliant. That would have been 2-0. The Czech Republic understand the psychology of soccer. And I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now, this is it. When players come back to the field after a break, lots of time, those players are not mentally ready to start the game. And so the opponent, especially the opponent that knows this thing that I'm talking about, they take advantage of it. They know that most players are not ready after a break. Their mind is not yet in the field. And so they try to quickly attack them, score a goal. That's probably what Czech Republic was trying to do. And that could have been a goal again. Obviously, we can see that the South Africans, they're probably still trying to settle in to the second half. You have to be very careful because there's no time to there's no time to sleep or be unready. You have to be ready, or else you lose the game. And as every second ticks, South Africa is getting close to elimination from the World Cup. They know that. And as the time ticks, they probably know that the pressure is mounting on them even more. As a good defender. Well, Patrick Schick, there was a good contact with the ball, but it was not enough to beat the keeper. Oh, South Africa, they're trying everything to make this work, pressing aggressively, having numbers of players high up the pitch. Obviously, some people believe that that could have been a yellow card. There's a chance here. And now Czech Republic have the opportunity to advance. Oh, Kuva. Oh, that's a lot of struggle in the box. That's a fight in the box. It's one thing that the Czech Republic have been using constantly since the beginning of this game. They've been very strong in the here. When there's a cross, when there's a cross in the box, They're trying to make it turn into a goal, which is good. They're doing everything possible to score, which is extraordinary. And obviously, South Africa trying everything possible just to break the Czech Republic. Oh, that's too strong. It's too strong. South Africa is doing everything they can, but it's just not working. It's not working at all. South Africa trying everything just to see if they could score a goal here, but so far so good. Things are not working well for them. Yeah, you just have to keep trying, though. You can't give up. You should never give up. Now I think the Czech Republic have found a way to stop the build-up of South Africa. Even the Czech Republics are trying to, they're trying to score too. They're not just satisfied with the one goal difference. They want to score. Well, I tell you what, this game has been very physical. So there's been lots of you know, physicality in the game. You have lots of Players ending up on the floor. And obviously, another chance from the Czech Republic national team. Oh my. Oh, that's a dangerous opportunity. That would have been the end of the game. I don't see. If that ball had went to the back of the nets, that's probably would have been the end of the game. And of course, South Africa is not giving up. They're still trying to adjust from distance. Sort of feels like South Africa is out of what to do. They don't seem to know what to do again because I hope they're not giving up yet. You can see the statistics now. Czech has 10, Czech Republic has have, uh, I think South Africa's had more shots than them. So I didn't check the stats properly, but Czech Republic has had more shots on targets than, uh, than South Africa. Which is incredible. There's one thing for you to have lots of shirts. There's another thing for you to have lots of quality shirts. Oh, can he make this work, South Africa? Oh no, it's offside now. Oh, it's way offside. Oh, he probably knows he's offside anyway. Why is he touching his head? I said, he doesn't know. Cool. Oh, the Czech Republic are now willing to be aggressive in the attack. I can tell. They know they are leading the game, so why should they be aggressive? I see no reason why. There's no reason to be aggressive. Oh, and lots of players just this game is turned into a physical battle. Physical battle. No, South Africans are still, yeah. So now it's time for hydration break. Okay. It's an opportunity for these players to refresh themselves. And is the hydration break or substitution? Oh, it's substitution. It's not hydration break. It's substitution. And now you have Sushek. Is Sushek just commented? Reyna. Rainers. Okay. Makkopa. Makkopa. Maybe that's the right way to pronounce it. If you're a South African fan, South Africa's national, I hope I'm not pronouncing the name in a bad way. I'm sorry, but yeah. Makopa. You want to tell me the meaning of that name, South Africans? If you're watching, if you're listening to this now or you watch later, there's a long throw into the box. 67 minutes, and it's still 1-0 in favor of Czech Republic. Oh, that's a push, but the referee is not interested. The referee feels there's nothing bad in that. Obviously, now we have hydration break. We'll see if this hydration break is any good. And obviously, I think I told you earlier that lots of looks like his hydration break is now in terms of soccer is not really helping people. Still 1-0. Can South Africa come back from this? Anything is possible in soccer. Anything is possible. So yes, the answer is yes. They can come back. They can come back. And obviously now it's time to finish the game. This is probably the last hydration break of the game. You know, South Africa has the opportunity to do something, at least do something. That's the chance, but Czech Republic are not willing to allow that to amount to anything good. We have roughly 17 minutes before the end of the game. Still one in the favor of Czech Republic and 0 for South Africa. And obviously that ball was no There's no trace in that to cover. The referee is not interested. Yeah, that's a yellow card. Too crunchy. Of the Czech Republic, they're sticking to their formation. Trying for the back. And obviously, there's a substitution now for Czech Republic. And after these, they have no more substitution for the rest of the game. And I think that what the coach is trying to do is to introduce as much fresh legs as possible so that they can be able to withstand the constant pressure of South Africa. Crazy. Now Czech Republic have the chance to, well, This is almost 10 minutes to the end of the game. I don't think Czech Republic is willing to. They just want to defend their lead right for to the end of the game. Now I think South Africa is trying to just score a goal, because if they score a goal, then there's still hope. There's still hope of something. But if they don't, then it's over. It's over. I'm sorry, but you have like 10 minutes to go, and obviously that's all they can do. They can. This is the time to attack. This is the time to throw everything at Czech Republic. You have to attack. And obviously they've been doing that from the start of the game, but it's just not been working. Czech Republic have been very solid. They've played their game well. They've stuck to the plan. They did not try to play, fancy football, fancy soccer. No, they stuck to the plan. And that's what you should do. I think South African players too, they've stuck to the plan, but the plan they chose is not just working. It's not working. Not working. The only problem I think they have is, if they had the way they started the game, that's not how you start the game. I'm sorry. That's not how. The goal they conceded was because of the formation they started the game with. You started the game and you went out all attack. Because of that, you conceded a goal. They should have started the game a little bit more conservative. But they just went all out attack. And that led to gaps in the defense. And that's what you get when you attack. With almost all players, five players attacking. That's not gonna do any good. Is that a penalty? I'll be surprised if that is given. Oh, was it given? Oh, it was given. Okay. Wow. Wow. It was given. Incredible. Okay. Let's see what happens here. That's a go. That's a go. Hmm. I don't know what to think or what to say about that, honestly. But I guess now Czech Republic now has to score. Obviously, from the start of the game, they've been playing five at the back, and they've been very defensive. So now that South Africa has called, you don't have a choice. You have to go out and attack. It'll be interesting to see what happens. And we have 7 minutes, 6 minutes actually, before the end of the game. Is does South Africa actually deserve that goal? Maybe they do because they've been attacking all game. So maybe they do. But now Czech Republic has to prove that that goal was not a fluke. The first goal was not a fluke because Mexico has 3 points. South Korea has 3 points. South Africa has 1 point apiece now with Czech Republic. The Billy Billy. Well, Czech Republic are still. I wonder if they were tired. So they shouldn't be tired because they had lots of substitutions. They substituted like 5 players, so they shouldn't be tired. No, but to be honest with you, that penalty, if I was the referee, I wouldn't give it. I've seen lots of penalty, that kind of ball, not given as a penalty. So maybe as the referee just deciding to give that one as a penalty. Because I don't think the player was intentionally trying to touch the ball with his hands. No, it was sort of like ball to hand. And I don't think he actually touched, it kind of touched this place. And when you have the ball touch this place, I mean, you can't give, if you have to give every penalty that way, then there's going to be lots of penalty in the game. Czech Republic has to respond. There's a chance. Oh, South Africa has they've thrown everything into this game. Let's be honest. So maybe in times of getting the chance, the opportunity, maybe they deserve it. I'm not sure if I would give the penalty if I was the referee. It's sort of they have a chance. It's probably offside, but we'll see. It's not offside. He has, and now they have a corner kick. It's a corner kick now for Czech Republic. And this is the 90th minute of the game, and we'll see how many extra minutes they put in this game. Seven minutes. There's a chance here for someone to win this game. To check. Probably offside. Uh, to be honest with you, I don't think either of this team deserve to qualify from that team, from the group. From what I've seen so far, I don't think any of them will actually deserve to qualify. Czech Republic either, they don't deserve, from what I've seen. Well, I think South Africa and Mexico are going to qualify anyway. South Africa has a chance. They're doing everything, running, just to make sure that this game's ends in a tie. Or I don't think they're going to beat South Korea. I don't think South Africa is going to beat South Korea. And now the Czech Republic have the chance. Woo! Well, that was an opportunity wasted. Part of me feels they should have made a little bit more good use of that opportunity, but that was not what happened. There was no presence in the box for Czech Republic. That's a heavy touch. Now, South Africa can make it even better now. You can make it even better. If you score a goal with 3 minutes to go, Czech Republic is out. Wow, that's an opportunity. Oh, that's an opportunity mixed by South Africa. Wow, they really tried, honestly. South Africa tried. They're trying everything just to score. Almost feels as if they deserve to win. And that's probably the end of the game. 1-1. And that's the end of the game. It's 1-1. South Africa, Czech Republic won, South Africa won. It's an interesting game. I know there's still going to be lots of questions to see if that was a penalty. It's going to be debate on that, if that's a penalty. Thank you very much for watching this game with us. We're going to be back for Canada versus Qatar in an hour's time. Thank you very much. I will see